Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer and today I'm going to be trying out the 2019 World Touring Car Series in RaceRoom Racing Experience. Now, I need to make something clear, I don't normally drive front wheel drive cars, so I expect to fail miserably at this. Should be pretty good viewing, right? Now, you might be also asking, why the sudden interest? Dan, you normally drive GT cars or lower formula single-seaters, right? What's with the whole touring car business? Well, this name right here, Chris Paton. Chris is one of my oldest and bestest friends from back when I used to live in Manchester. Now, we get home from work, jump on the Simrig and just go racing for several hours pretty much every night of the week. It's just what we did. And it always ended up being touring cars for some reason. I don't know why, just always touring cars. Now, often the rest of the house would join in as well, and there'd be, before you knew it, 5 people all stood around, all doing hot laps at Brands Hatch. Now, when I saw Chris had subscribed to the channel recently, 2 things came to mind immediately. 1, what took you so long, mate? Where have you been? And 2, how much I miss those days, the good old days now that I'm living in Australia, basically. So I guess this video is kind of a rose-tinted nod back to those good times, and more than that, I guess it's just a reminder to everybody watching out there just to make the most of the friends that you see every day and you just take for granted, because you never know when your situation might change. Anyway, that got incredibly deep very quickly. Let's go racing! Okay, so here we are, starting 26th out of 26. Basically,
watch the lights.
We're last. Anyway, to build some revs and get it off the line. Not too many revs.
Green.
Otherwise the car bogs down horribly. And if you get too little revs, the car will also bog down horribly, as I just expertly demonstrated. Basically, these front-wheel drive touring cars are notoriously difficult to get off the line. It's a very delicate balance of accelerator and clutch, which I got very wrong.
Alright.
Anyway, heading towards the hairpin for the first time.
Still there.
See if we can send it around the outside and get a position or two. We've still got him. Gonna have the inside going into Graham Hill Bend.
Still there. Right side's clear.
Got him! Well, that's one spot, at least up to 25th position.
On your left.
Oh, we got yellow flags. We've got someone ahead of us going round.
On the left.
Woo!
Green flag, you're clear. Good start, mate.
Just managed to avoid them. There's another couple of freebies up to 23rd position. Oh, this is not where I'm normally used to running, right at the back.
The gap to Malacca ahead is now 1.2 seconds. 23rd place. The gap to Christopherson behind is now 0.7.
But that's good though, the only way is forward. Plenty of guys to overtake, plenty of action, plenty of touring cars side by side, wheel banging, panel bashing action. That's what you signed up for, right? I mean, you also signed up to watch me drive terribly, and I think I'm filling that quota so far, at least. These front-wheel drive cars are just so different. Oh, we got more people going wide ahead of us. More AI dramas.
Green flag, you're clear.
What's all that about?
The leader's just done it. 49.
There's another couple of freebies up to 21st position. Yeah, these front-wheel drives are so different to the GT cars I'm normally used to driving, where the rear goes round.
Christopherson behind is now 1.1.
In these cars, if you give it too much power, it just creates chronic understeer and sends you wide. So you got to be very gentle as we're going for a cheeky little dive bomb here.
You're on the left.
Oh, he just drives clean around us on the outside. With so much more grip. Holding the tighter line isn't good.
Yellow flag.
As these front tyres
Stay sharp.
take all the brunt.
Car left.
Oh, we got more AIs off. What's going on here?
On both sides, you're in the middle. Right side's clear. All round's clear now. Incident clear. Green flag.
Seems like they've really got a problem with that corner.
Still with you.
Pretty much every lap we've had someone facing the wrong way.
Left side there's a car.
Someone's got a run on us. We've got Tiago Montero.
Very airy. In front is now 0.26. Left side.
Give the guy ahead of us a little nudge as well. Push him wide. Esteban Guerreri.
Clear. 3 wide. Right side's clear.
Now we can get with the inside into the hairpin. There we go. There's an overtake.
Well done, Dan. Great move.
P18.
Your left front's hot.
Yeah, like I was saying, these front tyres are getting a workout today, especially the front left, as the majority of the corners around this track are right-handers. Like I said, it has to do all of the braking and turning
Flag, all clear.
and accelerating.
It's a new fastest lap for Coronel.
And you can hear it screaming out in pain. Anyway, about to come across the line again. We're now on to lap 5 already. Wow!
In front is now 1.2.
The laps are just flying by. I know I said it's a short lap, but still, this is this is going so fast.
Behind is now 0.5.
As we've got Rob Huff in the Volkswagen ahead of us. I feel like I'm starting to dial the car in a little bit as well.
Sector 2.
It's starting to get a feel for really how to extract the speed out of this. It's all about being gentle on the accelerator. Got more brake lights ahead of us.
Left side's clear. Green flag, sector 2. Left side.
I was a cheeky overtake under the yellows there. I should really give that back. But RaceRoom isn't giving me a penalty, so I'm going to carry on. Don't want to give him a run.
Gap 2. Passing ahead is now 0.32. 17th place.
Float it over the top of the hill in turn 1.
7. The gap 2. Huff behind is now 0.42. Left side.
Another cheeky dive bomb.
He's still there. Clear on the left.
But it doesn't work as he gets the driver on us on the outside. That was definitely considered a Paton move. When me and Paton used to race together, we used to swap halfway through, coming for a mandatory pit stop. And he would always bring the aggression to the game, that was for sure.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
You imagine Jason Plato and Pastor Maldonado all rolled into one. That's kind of what we're dealing with Paton here. He was not afraid of going for a move. Wasn't always the fastest the way around the track. He was definitely the most spectacular.
Last lap was at 50.
Never a boring race with Paton. Oh, I miss those days.
Behind is now 0.7.
I was thinking about going for the inside, but thinking better of it because we've tried a few times now. We always get done. Inside doesn't seem to be a good line there. A bit wide. Very wide, actually. And I think for the first time this race we get through this corner
Left side's clear.
with no yellow flags.
3 is clear.
Oh, I say that.
Clear. Green flag.
We're the one causing the yellow flags that time. As we crunch Tassie ahead of us there. It's going very slow on the outside of the corner. It's giving me a little bit of a tap, but this is touring cars, that's fine. It's acceptable.
Still with you. Left side's clear.
I'm going to send it into turn 1.
Still there. Clear on the left. And on the left side.
He's still there, yeah.
Still there. Clear on the left. Come on, get your head back into it. Keep it smooth. Focus on these lines. That light was at
Got him. Up to P16 now. Yeah, it's such a unique car to drive. It is pretty fun though.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. You're clear, incident clear.
You feel like you can really muscle it. You just got to throw it in and hope for the best.
Alright.
Oh, someone's trying to make a move on us. Nope, not today, Guerreri.
16th place. Your lap time was at 49.32.
Yeah, you can really throw these cars around.
Gap 2, very airy. Behind is now 0.50.
Great. They just eat the curbs. And get them up on 2 wheels, bounce them over the track. They don't mind. They're tough. And give the car ahead a bit of a nudge. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Robin's racing. Run them a bit wide over the grass. Yeah, that's cool as well. But what they don't like is being pushed through a corner. No amount of extra steering lock is gonna make this car turn.
U-turn ahead is now 1.1 seconds. Your last lap time was at 49.55. Very airy. Behind is now 0.8.
And no amount of throttle is going to get the car turned in. In fact, it's going to do the opposite. It's going to induce more oversteer. So it's very counterintuitive. You have to lift off and ease up on the steering to get the grip back in the car, which just goes against everything that my brain tells me to do.
That front tyre's really hot.
Which then, of course, is going to basically kill your speed down the next straight. So you've really got to be precise on the entry to the corners in this car. And you get all your speed on the exit.
Car ahead has just done a 48.87. Okay, Dan, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. The gap to U-turn ahead is now 1.1 seconds. The gap to Huff behind is now 2.3. That lap was at 49.08. That's your best lap in this session.
Well and truly stuck in 16th place now. Building up a 2-second gap to the car behind us. But then can't seem to get on the tail of the car ahead as we just understeer it through that. Trying third gear. Seeing if that helps with the drive. We're up a couple of tenths on our best lap so far, which I think this might actually be my first 48-second lap.
Just done a 48.71. No chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. The gap to U-turn in front is now 1.3 seconds. The gap to Huff behind is now 2.4. You've just done a 48.89. That's your fastest lap.
Yeah, I'm definitely starting to dial this car in now, which is a shame because we're about halfway through the race already. At 16th place, we're up 10 from the start. We did have a little bit of a help with the first few laps with the freebies.
Distance, fuel looks good. 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Way too wide. Now the car just drags to the outside of the track under acceleration, losing time all the way down the straight. And we are cooking the front left tyre as well. But yeah.
U-turn ahead is now 1.7 seconds. That lap time was 49.07. 62 is 0.5 off the pace.
We had a few freebies at the start of the race,
2 seconds.
which helped me out. Eyes forward, we can get more. If Paton was here, he wouldn't be afraid of sending it even from a second and a half back. Because that's just the kind of madman he is. Now, if you're watching this, mate, I do miss doing laps with you. This is just like the good old days. Okay, this is definitely a good lap. We're another 2 tenths up on our fastest.
This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. The gap to U-turn ahead is now 1.4 seconds. The lap time was at 48.73. Alright Dan, we're matching race pace. The gap to Huff behind is now 2.3 seconds.
Definitely my fastest lap of the day. I just can't do anything about it though. The car's ahead. We're just too fast as we run completely wide out of Graham Hill Bend there.
Your left front is hot.
And then what felt like a good lap to drive is actually half a second down. Yeah, I've still not dialed in the consistency in this car yet, but we do have a little bit of a gap behind us, so
In front is now
there's a bit of a safety margin, which is nice.
time was 49.14. The gap to Huff behind is now 2.6.
But yeah, I think I've talked enough about the driving style of this car. I should probably mention a little bit about the actual car itself.
Like a bit of wear on your left front.
Contrary to popular belief, this isn't a Volvo, despite it being boxy and blue and yellow. It's actually a Chinese car. Link & Co. is the name of the manufacturer. It's not fictional. So I know sometimes RaceRoom does like to throw fictional cars into the mix. But this is actually a real car participating in the actual World Touring Car Championship at the moment. Like I said, Chinese manufacturer. Debut season, and I think they're doing alright actually. They've had a few wins.
1.9 seconds. That last lap was at
Although it's
29.
probably for the best that I'm not driving for them in the World Touring Car Championship based on the display that you guys are witnessing today. I told you I wasn't very good at this. I did make that disclaimer very early on at the start of this video. Oh, way too wide here. Oh, just hemorrhaging time.
Left front tyre.
Down half a second now. We are losing touch with the guy ahead of us, unfortunately. He's going off into the distance. I want to put on a good show. I want to give you guys some nice wheel-to-wheel action, but sadly that looks like it's fading away from me at the moment. Looks like he's getting further and further into the distance. And this 16th place is probably the best we can hope for, unfortunately.
Gap to Jupiter ahead is now 2.2 seconds.
Normally the field isn't quite this spread out in touring cars.
The gap to Huff.
Like I said in qualifying, there was only half a second between the fastest and the slowest car. The slowest being myself, of course. But still, we're holding our own. And I am actually really starting to get the hang of this, I think. I am running the adaptive AI setting here in RaceRoom. So RaceRoom has actually decided that this is the most appropriate skill level based on my previous results in the game. I'd say it's not far off, actually. It's definitely making me work for it. Like, I know that there is so much more time in this car. I know that I can go so much faster if I just with a bit of practice.
The race, the gap to Jupiter ahead is now 2.1 seconds.
So it's kind of a rude awakening more than anything else. A reminder that I really do need to go and practice these things before I record these videos. If I want a decent result, that is, I run completely wide through the hairpin there.
Incident Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
And something I've noticed in these types of front-wheel drive cars as well, just from this race and the practice session, if you run wide, unlike a rear-wheel drive car, you can't then take a wide entry, plant it, and then get the cut back and just focus on a good exit.
Come on, man, keep pushing. 5 minutes to go.
It's not like you can go slow in, fast out. In these cars, if it's slow in, it is also slow out. Oh, we lost heaps of time on that lap.
In front is now 2.9 seconds. That lap was at 49.77. The gap to Huff behind is now 4.6 seconds.
Oh, that was terrible. Come on, Dan, concentrate, mate. You don't want to fall back into the clutches of the car behind. I mean, oh, that would be wheel-to-wheel racing, I guess. That would make it a little bit spicier. But this is turning out to be quite uneventful, which is kind of disappointing considering, like I said, it is touring cars. Oh well, not every race can be a classic.
Looking a little hot.
As we now go 4 minutes left in this race.
Gap to Jupiter ahead is now 3.4. You've just done a 49.33. Sector 2 is 0.7.
I will say the physics are fantastic.
Now 1.5 seconds.
It's the way you can feel the car bouncing across the curves, you can feel the bumps in the road. Sector 3 really have outdone themselves. This being one of their newer releases for the game, of course. It's right up there in terms of quality. Thoroughly recommend it. Especially if you like front-wheel drive touring cars. Man, I'm so out of practice. This is kind of embarrassing. I mean, I must be doing something wrong. Maybe you can let me know in the comments about my driving style. Well, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? You touring car experts out there who are watching this have probably got your head in your hands right now thinking, oh my god. Call himself a professional sim racer?
That was at 49.38.
Well, FYI, I don't actually call myself a professional sim racer, so there is that for a start. But I do like to take this very seriously. And I do like to represent the channel in a good manner with decent pace. Unfortunately, that's not happening right now, as the car behind us is definitely catching, unfortunately. Whoa! Way wide.
Car on your right.
Oh, here we go.
Clear on the right.
Battle resumeth with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the race. I know it's only 16th place, but that's my 16th place.
Huff ahead is now 0.27.
Gotta get him back.
Very airy behind is now 0.9.
Gotta get him back.
50.56. Guy on your left.
I know the inside's not done me much favours in the race before.
You're clear on the left.
And it still doesn't work for me then.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Maybe 3 laps. Oh, I need to get him. I need to get him.
Yeah, that front tyre is running hot.
You can see the nose of the car dip down every time I lift off the accelerator. Oh, what a terrible lap.
Well, that was a 49.74.
Running wide out of turn 1.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh!
Yellow
Oh!
flag. There's a car right.
Oh! That...
Car on your right.
That's why you don't want to get too aggressive with the curbs. You'll roll the car.
Stewards have warned us about track limits.
Oh dear, that didn't do my stomach many favours. Yes, Mr. Spotter, I'm fine. Apart from the fact I'm now down in 23rd position and the car magically put itself the right way on track again. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I feel a bit queasy after that. Got maybe a couple of laps left. Can we get...
Okay, Dan, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Can we get 23rd?
P23.
22nd even. I mean, I'd taken the curbs on the inside of this hairpin before, but I didn't realise they were going to do that. See, look, I wasn't too much wider then. Did I get rolled? No, I didn't. I guess that's just one of those things. I think 22nd is going to be highly optimistic. We just got to hang on for 23rd. We got our teammate behind us. I think I may have a little bit of damage as well. The car has got even more understeer than before.
That lap was at 49.44.
Something I didn't think would be possible. Oh, guys! Oh, I told you I was no good at this. And I believe that's the first ever rollover on this channel, so, you know, making history in that respect at least. There's the checkered flag, the leader has crossed the line, we're about half a minute behind them. Which is mighty impressive considering it's a 50-second lap and it's only been a 20-minute race. You do the maths. Anyway, heading through the final corner for the final time. Oh, we've well and truly overcooked it.
Alright.
We get nudged!
Still there.
Ah, what are you doing?
Hold your line. Clear on the right.
You're not going to get that. I'm going to fight for everything. 23rd place.
P23. That's it. We're done.
Pretty awful result. Pretty awful result there, guys, to be honest with you. Oh, well, it was a heap of fun. I did roll the car. That's the first on this channel. And it's touring cars. You just can't go wrong with touring cars. But I need to go and practice and come back and maybe try that again when I'm a little bit better. Yeah. So let's have a look. Let's have a look through the results, shall we? So, yeah, 20 minutes and 36 seconds for the winner of the race. And we came in with a total time of 21 minutes and 6 seconds. Only just holding on to 23rd position, but we started in 26, so technically we made up three spots. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Anyway, as all the cars magically come back into the pits by themselves, I'm going to start wrapping this video up. I hope you enjoyed the race. I hope that was relatively entertaining for you. At least I was honest with the disclaimer, with the terrible driving part, you know? I promised you that, and that's what you got. But I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and please, 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 share your driving tips in the comments as well, what I can do for improving my front-wheel drive touring car driving skills, because they're pretty terrible. Anyway, let's take that headset off, and yeah, like I said, I'm going to wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching. This one's for you, Chris. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, and thanks for the support. And yeah, I miss you, mate. I miss doing laps. Hopefully this can bring some of it back. And yeah, just thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.